Hi, I'm Miran.
I'm currently doing a gap year with CBYX, also known as Congress Bundestag Youth Exchange. If you want more details, you can check out the website, or maybe I'll do a video on it later. Either way, I'm in Germany right now for free. I chose to do CBYX because I thought it was an amazing opportunity to exchange cultures and meet new people, but I also did it because I wanted to learn more about myself. If you don't know, I'm half Spanish, half Austrian, and this is me failing to do both flags, but you know, it is what it is. Either way, most summers I spent in Spain. Cherish my Spanish side so much, but because of time constraints and just things not working out, I never got to visit my Austrian side for essentially the last 14 years. I'm freshly 18. No, I'm not. I'm actually kind of getting old. But 2024 is for the plot. So I decided that why not find out more about myself and visit my family I've never met in Austria.
I am a window seat. I am a window seat girl. I cannot survive without window seat, but for some reason, like, I'm always in middle seat. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, it's a, like, punishment for, like, being cheap. Like, this is Austrian Air literally, like, punishing me for being broke. Which, honestly, that flight was expensive, so I don't even know why they're giving me the middle seat. Why they're making me struggle so much.
Okay, so I have officially finished packing. Anyways, I'm gonna put this camera to charge because it doesn't charge itself. And I'm probably gonna go watch Princess Diaries with my host family. So it's about 6 in the morning. I just checked my notifications and I'm proud to report the only notifications I got last night were spam emails from universities I will not be. But anyways, so let's get ready for the day.
On trips, I always tell myself I'll like clean my room when I get back, but this year I decided to like grow a little and actually clean my room before I left because, let's be honest, I never clean my room when I get back. I'm always too tired. Let's normalize stopping lying to ourselves, I think. Flight experience from Germany to Austria was surprisingly really good. I think it's because I'm used to like the Newark scary security lines, but the people in my German airport were so nice and friendly, and they like were super polite, which in Newark, if you've ever gone, like it's scary to go through security. I also somehow convinced the man sitting next to me to swap with me so I could get window seat, so that was great. I enjoyed watching the Alps from above.
Hey Queens, reporting live from the bathroom. It's quite small in here. I am halfway through my flight. I've been enjoying my time. I was window seat and I did make everyone in my row get out so I can pee. Oh my god, the turbulence. The turbulence is hitting. I love turbulence. It makes me feel like I'm like in a roller coaster. The plane is rumbling a little. I'm kind of excited, I'm kind of nervous. Like, I'm meeting people that I really have never seen in my entire life. Okay, so I found the coffee machine. That's all that matters. I have to go find my uncle now. I don't know.
Editor here, I'm not exaggerating when I said I didn't know what my uncle looked like. I searched through the airport for 30 minutes, could not figure out who was my uncle. So then I ended up calling my mother because she was the only one awake at 6 in the morning. She called my sister, who proceeded to wake up my father from his slumber so I could FaceTime him and like flip the camera, show him every single middle-aged looking Austrian. I got so desperate I wasn't even trying to hide it when I was like pointing the camera at like old random men in the airport and asked like, is that my uncle? We went through that for 20 minutes until we found him.
I just felt like a Victorian child, like orphaned in the middle of London looking for his like estranged uncle who was going to take care of him, you know, with a creepy haunted mansion after his parents died in like a freak tractor accident. Like, did they have tractors in Victorian England? I don't think they did, but you get the vibe.
So I've had dinner, I've settled in. These are my thoughts on the first day. I always had this idea of family as something to be innate, something that would be awoken once I recognized these people's faces. I realized that, you know, just being family doesn't mean that you know these people. I'm here because I felt like I needed to learn more about myself. I felt like there was a piece of me that I still had to learn about. And I'm not really sure what I wanted to learn about now that I'm here, but you know, I guess I'm about to find out. I also did find my grandpa's, like, I don't even know what it is. Like, it's a hat. What is this? I need to learn more about my culture too. I've been so far removed from this culture my whole life just because I lived so far away and I didn't have that much contact with my family members. What is this type of hat called? This house feels like a museum. Really interesting to see all these things lying around that belonged to my dad or my mom when she visited. Where am I? Ski today.
As I said just now, I did go skiing and it was amazing. I have skied in my life, but I'd forgotten because I hadn't skied in a long time. And then I went over to my cousin's house. They live on the mountain, which is so freaking cool. Their house is from 1600, so I hit my head on the wall a couple times because the door frame actually didn't fit me. I was too tall. And, you know, I ended up going to sleep and that was great. I loved it. That was a great day.
Ja, Parking, ja. Tabii Parking. Barık oldu kapalı.
I'm officially in Vienna.
So I'ma show 'em Monday, I'll show 'em someday. You ain't too better things. It's not about your makeup or how you try to.
So as of now, I've just been walking around the city, as you can tell. Apparently Austrians really hate jaywalkers, which is something really difficult to deal with as a native New Jerseyan slash borderline New Yorker. But I am gonna go to a cafe now.
I spent the rest of my evening doing what I love the most, which is a weird state where I just drink a lot of coffee, listen to music with my earbuds in, trying to look mysterious, and waste my time. In general, I think I am a professional time waster. I just read this book, History of Russia. I love nonfiction books. No one agrees with me, but I just think they're less commitment, and I do have commitment issues. It gets me on this, but I hate that feeling when you finish a book or a series and you were really attached to the characters, and then, you know, you just can never see them again because they weren't real. And the only way is to reread the book. I sound like this. I'm literally doing the voiceover like a month later and I got sick. It was awful. But anyways, I went to Albertine because my aunt recommended me going there. She lived in Vienna for 10 years, so she would know. I also got to see Michelangelo, which was amazing. I love Michelangelo. I love any art history, and you know, it made me miss studying art history, and I really want to take classes when I get back to wherever I'm studying at university. Then got on the train and I realized my phone was dead, so I did the only thing I could do, which was sleep and talk to myself.
On the train, I will say Austrian people just tend to be more outgoing than Germans. I wouldn't say friendlier, but I would say more outgoing and more willing to talk to people that they don't know. That's my experience with Germany, at least. I feel like Germans can be not as outgoing, but that doesn't mean that they're not as caring or as kind. I think it all comes down to how they present themselves, the outer shell, and that's how I feel about Austria versus Germany. New Year's resolutions for me would definitely be going out and talking to people more. I feel like the past month, I've definitely gotten a lot more confident with my speaking skills and just building a conversation. Having more in-depth conversations is something that I've definitely learned in Germany. And it comes from not being able to have like, you know, really quick personalities for language or like dialogue, because German isn't my first language and I can't express everything that I want to say exactly. I just need to be able to start more conversations, be a little more unafraid of people. I feel without, you know, second guessing myself or just like hesitating. And I feel like one day if I keep going on this sort of like track, I will regret not saying something when I could.
So I officially get home and it's New Year's Day.
Because everything was closed, we naturally decided to cook together. A very Austrian meal.
Servettenknödel macht man in ein Tuch hinein.
Ja.
So lang zusammen. Man streift die Masse auf ein Geschirrtuch auf. Das ist auch schon fertig. Das ist jetzt die Einbrenn, die kommt da dazu hinein.
Mhm.
Eine Einbrenn ist Zwiebel und Knoblauch, ein bisschen ein Mehl,
Ja.
dass das einen Körper kriegt.
Ja.
Okay.
Damit nicht so viel Wasser so dünn ist, also damit es ein bisschen
Ja, es ist
fester ist.
ein bisschen,
damit
ja.
genau.
Ja, okay. Und was ist das?
Das ist Schweinefett.
Essig hinein und Maggi.
Ja.
Das sind
Maggi, ja. Ich kenne das.
sauer.
Ja, nein, das ist ja.
Ich glaube, ich habe meine Zähne gut erzogen. Es muss so glasrig werden. Ja.
Oder Kartoffel?
Gar nichts Kartoffel. So Semmel.
Semmel, ja.
Semmel zusammen.
And I think after this, one lesson I definitely learned is that if words don't work, then food always does. So the next day I set off again.
Hi, I am currently in Graz, and this is the city of my father. Let's go. It's so beautiful here, and I kind of like the vibe better. Like, Vienna was so big and it was New Year's Eve, so that's probably why. I like the vibe here. It's more chill, it's more relaxed, and it's got like more of this like small town charm. I keep almost getting run over by the freaking like S-Bahns. Scheiße.
Alright, so fast forward, it's the last leg of my trip. I'm showing off my new pants and I am prepared to go and take an ausflug to Klagenfurt. Look at these beautiful ÖBB trains. Tell me why they don't have them like this in Germany. I'm walking through the Hauptbahnhof of my grandparents' little town and admiring it. Probably will never see it again for the near future. I also really admired the beautiful differing landscapes of Austria. It's so amazing how like 30 minutes on the train can make such a difference. I also went to this Romanian store and I was really confused. I was really admiring all the new different cultures I'd never really seen before because I've never gone to Romania or been to a Romanian shop. And the guy gave me a rack for a candy bar.
I feel like this is like a good choice because it has the Romanian flag and it says authentic. I don't even know how to describe this taste. Like, I've never tasted something like this.
So after my meal, I just walked around the city of Klagenfurt with the Italian tourists, and I just enjoyed my time there because I knew it was coming to an end. I was leaving for the airport the next day, and I just sat with my thoughts. And, you know, this trip was definitely not what I expected, but in the best way. I think I found a piece of myself that I didn't know that I was missing, and I got to know people that
I could only ever imagine. And I think seeing them, for worse or for better, I think that changed something in me, and I think I know where I come from now more, and I think maybe I understand my dad or my family a little better. And I think growing up, you expect to find all the answers, but I don't think you're supposed to. You're just supposed to keep learning, and the goal isn't the success or finding the answers, but it's taking the leap. So I end this video by saying, take that leap and have fun along the way.